Okay, let's talk about how Baltimore is going to be killing deer in the city and why that's actually a pretty normal affair and will be good for the environment. So, starting in March, Baltimore is going to have a deer culling program, and admittedly, the mental image of what will happen is pretty striking. Sharpshooters will be entering parks when they are closed after sundown and then using silenced weapons and night vision tech to find and eliminate deer. Now, Baltimore is not the first place to be doing this. It's been happening in Rock Creek Park in DC for years, and it's been happening in Montgomery County since the late 90s, where over 10,000 deer have been killed this way, and there hasn't been a single public safety incident. I'm also in Leakin Park right now, by the way, which in my opinion is a very underrated part of the city. So why are governments killing deer? It's because there are way too many of them, and it is decimating native plant populations. You see, deer love to graze, which means that plants, like young trees, don't get a chance to grow, which then deprives other animals, like birds, of their natural habitat. So there's a whole series of negative cascading effects when there are too many grazers in an environment. Why are there so many deer? Well, in a balanced ecosystem, animals like wolves would be naturally keeping deer populations in check. But humans have basically killed all natural predators of deer, which is why naturalist Aldo Leopold said that when humans eliminate wolves, it becomes necessary that they take up the job of a wolf in an ecosystem and kill grazers. Now, Baltimore is not going to be eradicating all deer from the city. They're just going to be reducing deer populations to a more environmentally sustainable level. And all of that deer meat is not going to go to waste. The city is going to be sending it to local food pantries and is hoping that the program will provide over 40,000 servings of venison to Baltimoreans. Some concerned residents are wondering, why can't Baltimore use non-lethal methods to control their deer populations, like relocation or birth control? The thing is, scientific studies have shown that relocation is basically ineffective, and fertility control is often expensive and also might not be effective enough to be its own solution. That's why wildlife management agencies around the country often turn to sharpshooting. So while no one enjoys seeing these wild animals die, it's being done as a conservation effort and will hopefully help feed some Baltimoreans along the way. If you want to read more about this program, you can click the link in our bio.